Hey everyone, it's Maria here. Good to be here with you today. I'm hoping we have a few people joining our live Q&A today. I will be probably discontinuing doing the live Q&As in the group going forward because we are having a smaller amount of people attending the live session. So I don't want to schedule my days around having these interactions with you if you're not going to be here. So if you still have questions for me, which you often do, I'm happy to do like a separate video on those going forward. So let's get into today's questions. The first question is, I'm an INFJ in my 40s and want to start a book group based around personal development. I want to start with the Myers Briggs book, but I would love to include all types. I don't know how to start, and I also don't want to be the one to make sure everyone's needs are met because I think it will exhaust me. Any tips? Do you have any tips? So a book club is like organizing any kind of an event. And if you're doing a book club on a regular basis, then in that case in particular, you have to make sure that you're having some procedures and really clear operational kind of ways that you do things. So anything in life in general, but in particular in business and specifically when you're organizing events, it's very good to write a standard operating procedure on anything that you do several times. So if there's an activity that you do more than once regularly, then it's good to go into actually writing an operating procedure on how you're going to do it. So you don't have to think about how to do it every time you do the same activity to either book in the sessions or sending people homework or emails around, what they should be focusing on or what chapters you're working on or what book you're working on or so on. I'm getting a sense that you're wanting to organize a space where you can you can study and share information about the MBTI system, but that you don't want it to be like a job for yourself. So I'm wondering, what is it about arranging a book club that actually, you want to do? Because it doesn't sound like it's the practical stuff of organizing it that you actually do want to do. So is there a possibility of maybe joining somebody else's book club in the meantime, so you don't have to do all those things, so you don't have to be the person who's in charge of looking after everyone's needs? Because if you are the organizer, then you will have to look after other people's needs. We did a pandemic book club there recently with the 4 people with an ebook, which you can grab from mariasumilov.com if you haven't already. And in that space, we had a lot of people who had thought about organizing their own book clubs and so on, but they kind of felt like it was so nice to go into somebody else's book club that was well organized, but that also that they didn't have to do anything other than show up and do their study. So my question to you is, can you identify the reason why you want to set up the book club? Because if it is just to study and exchange these kinds of information, then perhaps you don't have to be the one organizing it. If you don't love organization, then you probably shouldn't be doing it. So stick to those things that you're really good at and that you really enjoy doing, because then you'll really do them from your heart with an open heart and open mind. So those would be my tips on that. So if you're not 100% sure that you want to organize a book club, then don't do it, or do it in a really small scale. So maybe ask a couple of friends of yours to do it with you and just tell them, look, I don't want to get into the organizational stuff. Maybe you can partner up with somebody who can do all the organizational stuff and you're just there to enjoy it. That's an option too. I'd love to hear your thoughts on that. Yeah, let me know. Great question. Thanks for that.